This session was powered by Microsoft. And moving on to our next session now, I'd also like to thank our partners, 9Unicorn and Venture Catalyst. So it's time for, again, pitches and looking at assertive solution for startup pitches. I would like to call upon stage Bajaj, founder of Sirona Hygeine, to conduct this session. This session is partnered by Vishesh. I would like to thank Vishesh for partnering this session. May I call upon stage Bajaj?
Thank you very much, buddy. Good afternoon, everyone. May I please request you to take your seats. We are starting with pitches, and these are very interesting pitches, believe you me. I've witnessed them, I've heard them. With a lot of hard work, these entrepreneurs have put together their businesses. Please settle down so that we can start the pitches. For all those who are standing, we still have chairs. Would request you to please sit down if you can. As a founder myself, I can share it's very exciting when there are people in the audiences listening to you. Please do take your seats so that I can call some very deserving startups who worked very hard on their startups. It's a very interesting session, by the way. Delhi-NCR's Assistive Solutions cohort aims to shine the spotlight on startups committed to advancing the quality of life for differently abled consumers. Through a careful curation process, we have shortlisted startups who have the vision of creating a more inclusive world. By the way, we had over 70 applications, out of which we shortlisted 5. We had an online jury to select the top 3. I was a part of the exciting 5 pitches, so I would like to thank all the jury members who were there on the call with me. We had Aradhana Lalji, Senior Vice President, Sustainability and ESG for Lemon Tree Hotels. We had Shashank Avasthi, the co-founder, Vishesh and Ally Ventures Capital. We had Shruti Kananji, Head Cisco Launchpad, Cisco Systems. The first pitch, I would like to invite my friend José Filho, key to enable assistive technology, to share his pitch. As he comes on stage, it's a very exciting startup that he has made. Key to Enable is an assistive edtech startup dedicated to tackling educational challenges amongst children, mainly those with disabilities. By empowering students with disabilities and others to learn and communicate, they have already transformed over 30,000 lives. Jose, let's please welcome him with a huge round of applause.
Hello, everyone. Can everyone hear me? Namaste. मैं बहुत खुश हूँ to be here. My name is José Rubinger. I'm originally from Brazil. Let me see if I have my slides here. Okay. So KidEnable is empowering children with various disability. So for them to have literacy, numeracy inside the schools. How can I change the slides, please? Here? It's okay, okay. So we are, oh, thank you so much. So we are bridging the gap inside classrooms because today there is a huge problem out there. There is a lack of this kind of ground technologies, assistive technologies mainly for those children to success. We have 240 million children out there just waiting for solutions like the ones that we have created. And the problem is that this is leading to a severe learning communication challenges among all of these children, including literacy and numeracy, and this will impact their lives forever. I'm not the one who is saying that. UNICEF has just published an article saying that 70% of our children, they are not able to understand a simple written story. Imagine kids with disabilities. That's why we created Kit to Enable. We have hardware and we also have software. It's an educational platform. We use AI because at the end, let me use the words that Deep said. If you can empower a child with disability now to use a computer, to use a technology, because before we had to type, and sometimes people say, why I need to type? If they can use it now, they will be completely economical, sustainable individuals. So we have hardware to make almost 85% of all these children, even if they have like a very severe disability, to be able to use a computer, and if they can use a computer, they can change their future. We already know that. And how we are doing this? We have packages. We can sell the hardware, we can sell the software, and we can pack it, for example, for schools. In this case, for example, one of our packages that starts from $99, it can empower more than 20 children inside that same classroom. The market is huge. As you can see here, it was 140 billion, and only for assistive technology, it was more than 25 billion. Our competitors, of course, everybody has competitors. But what happens is most of these solutions, they are not like a whole solution that includes all the children. Usually they are one solution for one child, and they can cost more than $25,000. So we really have something affordable. Remember, I come from Brazil. It's a developing country. We need to have affordable solutions there. I'm an electronics engineer. We really know how to build technology. We have doctors, we have psychologists, occupational therapists, speech therapists, and we can work together with all of them. We have also someone from India here. His name, our CSO, is Indranil Chatterjee. He was the one who taught me how to say "मैं बहुत खुश हूँ." Our funding status until now is we have 100K received, 100K from B37s in Silicon Valley, 220K from UAE, and now we were the winners of Shark Tank Dubai. So we will receive 325 just for the company in Dubai, and we are raising 1.5 million because this can be huge. We have been awarded more than 40 times. We have this United Nations certification, so we are there, and we are already working together to make this happen. And the last one was LG. I went to Silicon Valley, and we were the winners of this hackathon. This is so important because we proved to LG that they can make a TV as an inclusive hub. So kids, children, students that cannot go to the school, and if they have any disability, they can stay at home using their TVs with our technology, and we can make this happen. Thank you so much. Help us to continue doing this through our journey.
Thank you, Jose. That was a great pitch, as always. Would like to invite our second startup. May I please request Dipti Prasad from Nobaflix LLP to share her business idea. In short, Nobaflix is world's first OTT platform designed exclusively for the visually impaired. Envisioned by the No Barrier Foundation and Nobaflix LLP, it's making the cinematic wonders accessible to the visually challenged. With India at its launchpad, home to nearly half of the world's visually impaired, Nobaflix is not just an app, it's a revolution in entertainment. 5 minutes.
Thank you. So, I can just... Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dipti Prasad. I'm the founder of Nobaflix. Nobaflix is an OTT for persons with low vision and blindness. It all started in the pandemic COVID-19 when I realized that the content available on the OTT platform, which is almost 200,000, out of which only 0.05% is accessible to a blind person. So I got thinking that why so? Obviously, I realized that that even though we have certain acts like RPWD Act 2016, which says that we do not discriminate between persons with disability, but the production houses in Indian cinema don't really think so. Also, the cost of creating an audio description is a challenge. As a solution, we realized that an OTT platform dedicated to persons with visual impairment will be the appropriate one. And we launched the OTT platform in May 2023. Within 3 months of launch, we had almost 300 plus thousand views on the platform. The content is accessible to visually impaired, hence we can also utilize the CSR funds from companies and give out sponsorships to those who cannot afford the subscription plans of Nobaflix. The business model initially started with 349 per annum, and after receiving the excitement, it almost went viral among the community members, and we started with only the Android platform, but I'm proud to tell you that I've almost reached my phase 1.2, which means currently my team is working on launching the regional content also on the platform. Like mentioned earlier, India is home to world's 50% blind population, so the numbers are huge. And to reach out to the visually impaired or low vision or blind people in India, they are always connected with some or the other organization or NGOs. So I organize movie shows that are screened at these NGOs and organizations where the visually impaired reside. They experience the audio description, hence learn how movies are made accessible. And we onboard them as users, and now out of them also 30% of them end up buying our subscription plans. There is no competition as of now in the world. OTT platform dedicated to persons with blindness is not there at present. And currently we have over 300 titles that are being hosted. Every week we launch new titles. So yesterday we launched the movie Animal for the visually impaired with audio description, and it's the excitement is massive. The layout is very simple, like any other OTT platform. The homepage has the movies, the list of movies that are being hosted. The user, before they try to play the movie, we verify them as a visually impaired. And once they request for sponsorship, we also tell them who's paid on their behalf, and they can record a thank you message and send it to their sponsor. I work with a very small team, mainly consists of voiceover artists who do the recording of voice, who do the recording of the audio description, script writers, my back-end team who takes care of my apps, and my front-end team who does the layout of the app, which is 100% accessible. I would just request everyone to, I'm going to play a video which will give the clarity of how we make content accessible and what exactly is audio description. Can we play the video, please?
खराब मौसम की वजह से सी बर्ड एक डेड शिप मुंबई के जुहू बीच पर आ पहुंची। हैरानी की बात तो यह है कि इस शिप पर एक भी आदमी मौजूद नहीं था।
देखिए सैकड़ों पिक्चर्स और वेब सीरीज ऑडियो विवरण के साथ नोबाफ्लिक्स पर। चलो फिर से देखें इसी भूत मूवी के ट्रेलर को ऑडियो डिस्क्रिप्शन के साथ।
भूत ऑफिशियल ट्रेलर। एक विशाल समुद्री जहाज किनारे पे और उसके सामने पृथ्वी। धर्मा प्रोडक्शन, जी स्टूडियोज।
खराब मौसम की वजह से सी बर्ड एक डेड शिप मुंबई के जुहू बीच पर आ पहुंची। हैरानी की बात तो यह है कि इस शिप पर एक भी आदमी मौजूद नहीं था।
विकी कौशल एज
So this is how we make the audio description. It takes almost 15 to 20 working days to make one movie accessible. At the rate, I could say that 3 minutes of the movie content takes us 1 hour to make it accessible. So it is a lot of hard work. It is a lot of effort that goes in making this any movie accessible to persons with visual impairment. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, this is actually brilliant work. Thank you for coming all the way, please. I'll just call you again. All right, so that was the second most innovative pitch we heard. The third, I would like to invite Siddharth Daga from NeoMotion Technologies to share his pitch. If I could just take a few minutes to introduce him. NeoMotion is an IIT Madras incubated startup and creates life transformative products for the physically challenged and the elderly. NeoFly and NeoBolt are its initial products to enable wheelchair users to go out, explore life, get educated, and get employed. Siddharth.
Great, thank you. Yes, good afternoon, everyone. I think I stand in the middle of you and lunch, so I'll try to make this quick. My name is Siddharth, one of the co-founders of NeoMotion, where we design and manufacture mobility devices for persons with disabilities, and as a result, definitely create impact in the life of people and also run a sustainable enterprise. Our journey started close to 7 years back. We met close to 250 plus wheelchair users during our final year project. We were trying to make a swimming pool hoist for a wheelchair user. Can you imagine how a wheelchair user can get inside a swimming pool? So we made a hoist for them. And at that time, we interacted with close to 200 of them, and we realized what are the gaps today. On the left-hand side, you see standard wheelchairs like this. Now, imagine all of us in this hall, if I give you a 14 size or a 13 size shoe. So your feet will go into the shoe, but then you'll find it very difficult to walk or run with that shoe because it is not your size. So that's what is happening with wheelchairs today. They are one size fits all, making it difficult to move, making it very uncomfortable, giving back pain, shoulder pain. And then you have these scooters with assistive wheels. Now imagine a wheelchair user next to this bike having to get onto the bike, carrying their wheelchair on the bike, because at the end, once you reach your building, you need your wheelchair, or you need to call somebody to get a wheelchair for you. So because of these two reasons, these two problems, most of the wheelchair users today are confined to their homes, confined to the four walls of their rooms. To solve this, we created our solution. I'll ask Abhishek to just quickly demonstrate what this does. So Abhishek is sitting on a fully custom-made manual wheelchair, which is the NeoFly. And then to travel outdoors, in fact, today he traveled from Dwarka to this place. He attaches the NeoBolt, converts the NeoFly into a fully road-worthy scooter. It can be taken on roads, it can be taken on flyovers, it can be taken on rugged terrains, and he can go wherever he wants, like, for example, this pitch. So what is the kind of impact that has happened? Students are able to go to school independently. Parents don't need to spend 2-3 hours to take their child to school and bring them back. Farmers are using this in their farms to monitor the activities in their farms. More than 250 people today across India are delivering food for Zomato as a source of livelihood, as a source of income. In fact, Abhishek also is a Zomato delivery boy in Dwarka. And yes, in the cities, people are able to use it for their middle mile. They are able to take it in their metro trains, travel from one place to another. Till date, we have 4,000 users using this product. Close to 60% of our users through digital media, digital marketing, through test drive campaigns, we are able to acquire these customers. Another major channel is government and CSR. We work with state governments, especially like Tamil Nadu, so that persons with disabilities who are underprivileged can get these mobility devices and live life to the fullest. The definite plan for the upcoming years, in fact for the next year itself, is to set up distribution channels through hospitals, dealers, distributors, physiotherapy clinics, rehab centers. Is something that we have not yet fully tapped into, and definitely exports. We finally have got our ISO 13485. We'll be getting our CE certification, and we can take this to the other countries as well. Some revenue projections and where we plan to take this ahead. These are our next set of products. So like I said, we are engineers. we will keep creating new and new products in the space of mobility, in the space of assisted devices. These are the next set of products: a joystick-operated wheelchair, a standing wheelchair, a lightweight wheelchair for sports, and also a Neo scooter, which is basically a attached system of the existing system for geriatric and elderly population. Yeah, I mean, we have our patents, we have our IPs, we have a roadmap of different products that we can make. We have tooling and manufacturing know-how. We are able to set up easy financing. Need not be just a charity system. People can buy this on their own through easy, accessible financing. Like I said, our 13485 is obtained. And definitely, we believe we are a brand of stories. So people like Abhishek, all our customers across the country, they are our stories. They are the brand that NeoMotion is creating. We are all founders. We are all alumni of IIT Madras, along with our professor. We all started NeoMotion in 2015. We are a debt-run company as of now. We have a working capital loan with Indian Bank. And we started initially through grants and prize money. So yes, this is one of our favorite pictures, which has been taken off. So there was one person there from Tamil Nadu who was actually on a wheelchair, took it down a very rugged terrain and was able to take a dip along with his other two friends in that pool. So yeah, that's the kind of stories we are creating at NeoMotion. And we have a small booth there. Please come and...
Thank you, Siddharth. So I think the last request that I have is for the last round of applause for 70 startups like these applied, by the way. We had 70 startups, incredible it is, who've put together startups around, this category. Now I would like to invite Deep Sir and Gitika ma'am to join me on stage to give trophies to the three finalists. To begin with, José from Key to Enable. Sir, and Latika ma'am, please. All right, guys, we can keep the claps coming. It's also a form of exercise, I've been told. So do it for yourself. Thank you, Jose. Thank you, my friend. May I please invite Dipti Prasad from Nobaflix LLP? All right, exercise time. We can still exercise. So while they're talking, there's so many interesting ways to make money, but when you make money and at the same time are able to create an impact, isn't it like you sleep so better, right? They must be sleeping so well. Thank you for doing this, Dipti. Siddharth from NeoMotion Technologies. Thank you so much for being such a gracious audience. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, sir, for being here. Thanks, Deep, for this wonderful session. I'm sure all of you would be enjoying this session, and I would like to thank our investor partner, Indian Angels and EV Caps Ventures, for their support. And thank you so much for being a great listener today. A lot of insightful session post-lunch. We break for lunch at this point in time. So thank you so much again, and look forward to join again after launch.